And we're back here live. Sorry for the delay, folks. Game 2 underway here at Frederick Douglass Field. William Paterson taking on Rutgers Newark. It was an 18-0 shellacking on the part of William Paterson in Game 1. A terrific pitching performance by Lila Guthey, who went the distance, the full 5 innings. A game called after 5 due to that 18-0 score. It's 0-1 now to the leadoff hitter, Gianna Capone. I'm sorry, the second batter of the inning. Capone now in the hole, 0-2. And the starting pitcher for Rutgers, just like Game 1, is Michaela Hobson, and that ball gets away from Farisi on what would have been strike 3. So Capone is on with 1 away. And if you're just joining us, our live coverage continuing on Raider Vision on YouTube in the home opener for the 2026 season for Rutgers Newark softball. Hobson, the transfer from Elon University in North Carolina. A Division 1 transfer, graduate student. This is Hobson's 12th appearance in 2026. And the righty deals low. It's Haley Bacco at the dish for the Pioneers. And the pitch, and it's in the dirt, and Capone takes second easily. Count at 2-1. Capone now in scoring position. Three and 1 now, the count. Michaela went 6 innings in the second game against the College of New Jersey. Beautiful bunt, and everyone's going to be safe. And a heads-up base running by Capone, who comes across with the first run of the ball game. Bacco getting the job done. She laid down a beauty. That was right in front of Farisi, the catcher for Rutgers. Man, the speedy Capone really never let off the gas. She brings the first run across the plate for William Paterson. That'll bring up number 22 for William Paterson. And number 32, I'm sorry, Megan Tinger out of Garwood, New Jersey. And the pitch. Great play by the shortstop for Rutgers Newark. Laura Breu running to her right, pulling that one down for the second out of the inning as Tinger goes back to the bench after popping out. And Guthey now squares around the bunt, pulls it back, runner goes, and Backo with the stolen base. Once again, Guthrie very impressive in that game one, giving up just 4 hits. And Guthrie, liner, beautiful grab by Abreu. A snow cone catch on the line drive for the 3rd out of the inning. 1 run comes across for William Paterson. And that's got to lift the Scarlet Raiders off another solid play from Laura Abreu. Rutgers coming up to bat. We'll be back with that and more right after this. And we're back here live at Frederick Douglass Field in Newark, New Jersey. The 2026 home opener for the Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders softball team. John Heffernan with the call. Rutgers in the red and white. And get our first look at the Rutgers offense here in game 2. Well, leading things off, Mariah McManus out of Roxbury High School in New Jersey. And that one just missed. Starting in the circle today for William Paterson, it's Aubrey Miller. Aubrey getting a start at first base in game 1. Miller 3-3 on the season. This is her 10th appearance. 5.12 ERA, and that's inside for the ball. Miller's given up 46 hits, 34 runs, 29 walks, 31 strikeouts. So control might be a bit of an issue here, but not there. That's right down the middle. That'll bring the count full at 3-2. Inside, ball 4. And the Scarlet Raiders have a runner aboard in McManus. Kristen Kloss and Jack's second team in 2025. And Kristen squares around a bunt. And unable to advance the runner. And making the bang-bang play for William Paterson was Miller, who was all over that one like a cat pouncing on a mouse. One away now for Kayla Cardozo. And the runner goes. Kloss is out at second. Two-way now. Cardozo 0-1. And Miller deals. The fastball is fouled away. Final four set for the NCAA Division I men's basketball tournament in Indianapolis. What a game that was Sunday between Duke and UConn. Putting the madness in March, that's for sure. And the grounder by Cardozo easily fielded for the third out of the inning. So Rutgers leaves one aboard, and it's 1-0 after the first inning of play. We'll be back with more. Paterson coming up. You're watching Scarlet Raiders Softball live on Raider Vision. Back here live in the second inning. It's Miller leading off for the Pioneers. Batting sixth in the order. Her first at bat, and that one's fouled away. How about those Rutgers Newark volleyball players? Taking care of business down in Virginia in their final away game of the season, beating Mary Mountain 5 sets. That'll set up the final game of the regular season on Saturday, senior night. And the grounder put out, made easily there by Kristen Kloss, and there's one away. So Aiden Albrecht and the Scarlet Raiders, the third seed in the postseason tournament, the CVC. I believe it's Southern Virginia 1, Juniata 2, Rutgers 3, which means Rutgers will be hosting the first round of the CVC championship tournament, and that will begin on Tuesday of next week. That will be live at the Golden Dome Athletic Center. We'll have the coverage for you on Raider Vision. Their opponent is TBD at this stage until this season is complete. And the slow roller, Destiny Maury, tags out the runner for the second out of the inning. So it's a whole different looking arsenal here in game two from Michaela Hobson. She seems to have shaken off the cobwebs after that game one start. Thank you, Ryan. At least here in the early going. Taking for a ball, Saravolo. Left-handed Cerevolo swings away with the infield in. Carly Kloss played that one perfectly for the third out of the inning as Cerevolo grounds out to the second baseman. So short work there for Michaela Hobson as Rutgers will come to the plate in the bottom of the second inning. We'll be back right after this. Swing and a miss. Keelan O'Brien leading things off here in the bottom of the second inning. O'Brien's first AB of game 2 fouls this one behind. Jana Capone at second. Backo at short. Tinger catching. Guthrie in left. Molly Coco at first, and that's a high fly ball in shallow right field. As Gianna Capone is there for the put away and the first out of the inning. Cerevolo's the DP for the Pioneers. Shandon right and Nagel at third. Destiny Morrow takes for the ball. And Maury fouls that one. Counts 1-1 now to Destiny Maury. And that one just misses inside. 2-1 now the count. Foul tip. Tinger unable to hold on to that one. 2-2 now the count to Destiny Maury. And the right-hander deals at handcuffed Maury. Slow roller to third. And Riley Nagel with the put away. Out number 2. And that will bring up Maddie Hack for Rutgers. Nice pitch by Miller. Miller takes her time and drags that right foot Miller style, and the fly out to center will end the inning. It remains 1-0 as we head to the top of the third. We'll be back with more right after this. And we are back here live, Frederick Douglass Field, top of the third inning. Rutgers trails 1-0. Great looking pitch by Hobson. And it's Joy Shand at the dish for William Paterson, the 5'2 junior out of Canton, Connecticut. Shand's first at bat of the game, batting .333, and she'll be safe. And what will likely be scored an error. Oh, Shand aboard, and it is scored an error. And that'll bring up Riley Nagel. No, this is confused. This is Brandy Shortway. Brandy 0 for 1 today, batting .368. And the runner goes. And Shand is in there with the stolen base. Very active on the base paths all afternoon. William Paterson. Two stolen bases in game two alone for William Paterson. And we're just here in the top of the third. But a much different start to this one compared to game one. Count now 1-2. And the pitch. A slow roller. And the runner is safe. So Shortway is aboard. Runners now on the corners for William Paterson. And that'll bring up Gianna Capone, 0 for 1 today in game two. First two runners aboard for William Paterson. Capone squares up to bunt, and runner takes off for second. Count 1-0 to Capone. Stolen base. Runners at second and third now for William Paterson. That's flared foul. And a pitch high. Capone swings away, foul. Want to congratulate Rutgers Newark's Harry Tachi, earning the NJAC Rookie of the Week honors for Rutgers volleyball. Over 14 sets, Tachi credited with 44 kills, highlighted by a 16-kill performance against Jersey City, where he hit 448. Also had 11 service aces, 15 digs, and 7 total blocks. This kid is the real deal. I'm looking forward to seeing him in the postseason. The freshman, Harry Tachi. Man, this kid, his vertical leap, I would say he's got to be the best in any sport for any athlete at Rutgers. Certainly up there. Explosive, powerful player. I want to wish Aiden Albrecht and the Scarlet Raiders all the best as they're putting together another fine season. But it's all come down to this, the CVC postseason tournament, in which will begin next week right here in Newark, New Jersey. Runners now standing aboard, first, second, and third. Bases loaded with no outs. And the pitch from Hobson, and that's drilled into deep left field, over the head and underneath the fence. That'll be a ground rule double. 2 RBIs. And it's now 3-0. What a shot. That was Bacco. Bacco comes through in the clutch, delivering with the bases loaded. Nice pitch by Hobson. It's Tinger now at 0-1. Runners at second and third. Hobson deals. Tinger, the slow roller to Klaas, who flips to first. As Rutgers finally gets the first out of the inning, but not before another run comes across. This time it's Capone. And it's 4-0. Rutgers hasn't gotten a runner past second base yet today. And Guffey in there takes the first pitch ball. That's high and outside. Gotta love the stance on Guffey. One of the widest stances I've seen in a long time. Look at that. That back right foot. The top left nearly out of the batter's box. And that's fouled away. Not something you see all the time, but makes all the different stances and approaches fun part of the game. The 2-1 to Guffey, and she ropes out the opposite way for a base hit, RBI single for Guffey. As Bacco scores after her RBI double. And it's now 5-0. Oh, beautiful pitch by Hobson. Way out in front was Aubrey Miller. And swinging right through that one. One away, runner on first. The 0-1 to Miller. And Hobson deals. Strike two. Beautiful pitch by Hobson. And Miller in the hole. Got all kinds of shadows out there in this expansive outfield here at Frederick Douglass Field. And Hobson wastes one there to make it 1-2. Oh, the off speed just missed. That'll leave the count at 2-2. Outside as Miller patiently brings the count now to 3-2. Full count now to Miller, and the payoff from Hobson right down the middle as Miller fights one off. And Hobson deals again, fought off there by Miller. The head coach, Kathy Hill, shouting out encouragement for her third base coaching position. William Paterson, Hall of Famer and former All-American standout. Became the head softball coach at Willie P. Last year. And the grounder, Hack, making it look easy. Beautiful play. Matty Hack, smooth as silk out there at the hot corner. The runner advances to second now with two away. That'll bring up Molly Coco. Coco with a seeing eye base hit. And the throw home. Farisi bobbles the throw, but puts down the tag for the third out of the inning. Guthrie taking a chance. But what a beautiful throw, and the put out by Farisi to keep this score at 5-0. We'll be back with the bottom of the third inning right after this. Now to bring up Cabby Farisi for the Scarlet Raiders, who put down a beautiful tag for the final out of the inning. Farisi's first at bat of the game 2 festivities here at Frederick Douglass Field. And what a throw from Mariah Remus McManus for the play at the plate. And Farese gets up underneath that one and flares it to second for the first out of the inning. There was Capone there in the sun to make the catch for William Paterson. And it's the lefty, Jessica Boyce, playing right field here in game 2. Boyce, look at Jessica hustle down the line, but not in time. The throw over to first in time for the second out of the inning. As Boyce tried to bunt her way on. It's Abreu now for Rutgers. Outside, ball 1. Miller has yet to give up a hit today. We are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1 walk. And the pitch outside. And Abreu draws the walk. Abreu out of Eastside High School. Criminal justice major, now standing atop first base. McManus now out the dish, 1-0. Popped into foul territory. Mariah's father, Mike Cummings, played basketball in college. Athletes were in the family. And last year, in 2025, Mariah made 29 starts and hit 378 over the course of the season. Good for 31 hits, scoring 19 runs to go along with 16 RBI. Also had 34 putouts with an .864 fielding percentage in center field. Solid all-around play from the junior back in 2025. Looking to add to those numbers here in 2026. High and outside. First at bat for McManus. And that's roped down the third base side. McManus batting .350 this year. Second at bat, I should say. They drew the walk in her first at bat. Rutgers with a runner on first. In the 3-2 now to McManus. Low ball 4. Rutgers got a little something brewing here in the bottom of the 3rd. A little 2-out rally for Kloss. Kloss 0 for 1, batting .292. A little powwow in the circle for the Pioneers. Kristen Kloss out of Long Island, New York. As we mentioned, second team All NJAC last year during her freshman campaign. Started 32 games, all but one. 31 hits and 85 ABs. Good for a .365 batting average. As we mentioned, Kristen maybe not off to the start she would like. It's a long season. Good a time as any right now for Kristen Kloss. 11 RBIs last year. And off the glove, it's going to be fair. Coming around to score for the first Scarlet Raiders run of this afternoon is number 6, Abreu. Right? Or no? It hit her glove in fair territory, and I think that's the argument you're going to hear from Jackie Davis. But not the case. Foul ball is what has been ruled. So the count 0-2. I'll rewind the tape, everybody. And right over for a called strike 3 as Kloss goes down looking to end the inning, and that's just symbolic of the way this afternoon has gone for Rutgers Newark. Coming close to getting that first run of the ball game, but not to be. It remains 5-0 after 4. Rutgers leaves a couple of runners on board, and we'll be back with more Scarlet Raiders softball 5th inning action coming up right after this. And we're back here live at the home opener here in Newark, New Jersey for Rutgers Newark. Game 2, 5-0. The score here in the top of the 4th inning. A couple of changes abound in the infield for Rutgers Newark. And look at how close the infield is for the batter. And the put away is good. And that was number 25. Ceravolo, who grounds out for the first out of the inning. And now playing third base, it's Keelan O'Brien for Rutgers. Laura Abreu now has moved over to second. Amori at first. And Maddie Hack is now at shortstop for the Scarlet Raiders. Hobson makes it through to the fourth inning. And the off-speed is outside for a ball. Hobson relies a lot on her curve or drop ball. And her off-speed pitches. And the righty deals. And it's 3-0 now to Joy Shand. And the pitch right down the middle. And it's 3-1. And it's ball four. I want to give a little love to Jackie Davis today, the head coach of Rutgers Newark. Today's her birthday. I want to wish Jackie a happy birthday. Multiple championships for Jackie Davis as the head coach at Suffolk University prior to her arrival here in Newark. And a stolen base now for William Paterson. Jackie, of course, was an assistant here at Rutgers back in 2011. And went on to become the head coach at Austin College. Jackie made the postseason every year during her tenure at Suffolk, culminating in 3 straight 29-plus seasons, win seasons, earning her 3 regular season titles. And the runner's going to come home and is safe as Shand gets in underneath the tag of Farisi, and it's now 6-0. Jackie's also got a pair of master's degrees from Boston University in counseling and sports psychology and coach education. And we want to hope Jackie, despite the challenges out here today, enjoys her birthday. Terrific woman, Jackie Davis. And now her 5th year here at Rutgers Newark. And the 2-0 now to Capone. Hobson getting behind in the count. Quite a bit here in inning number 4. It's now 3-0 to Capone. And that's low ball 4. A little bit of control problems here for Hobson. And Jackie Davis now in the circle, talking things over with Hobson. Hobson has given up 6 runs on 5 hits and 2 walks. She has struck out 1. Thompson will stay in the ball game here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Capone on first after the walk. And Haley Bacco, who's 2 for 2 in game 2, batting .304. Bacco with a double and 3 RBI here in game 2 on 2 hits. And there's the force at second for the 3rd out of the inning. Smooth play right there, and by the shortstop for Rutgers Newark, Matty Hack. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Willie P 6, Rutgers nothing. Back after this. We are back here live. We got a pitching change for William Paterson. It's Mackenzie Crow now in the circle. A 5-foot freshman righty out of Wayne, New Jersey. Aubrey Miller started the ball game, and it will be Crow taking over for Miller. This is Crow's 4th appearance. She's 1-2 on the season. She's pitched 10 innings, has given up 7 hits and 10 runs. Crow has walked 11 and struck out 6. And the off-speed high and outside to Cardozo. Cardozo 0 for 1 today, batting .324 on the season. Goes down looking, so a fine start from the 5-foot freshman, Mackenzie Crow. Now fires up the infield for Willie P. Batter now Keelan O'Brien, 0 for 1 in game 2, and fouls that one away. Keelan batting .310. O'Brien out of South Brunswick, New Jersey. mom, Christian O'Brien, ran track Division I at the University of Louisville. And O'Brien grounded a short and put away. Good for the second out of the inning. O'Brien also 3 sisters, all lacrosse players at Rowan University. Destiny Morey now with 2 outs. Steps into the box. And beautiful pitch. Nope, just missed. Thought she had it. And the 1-0 now to Morey. High. Ball 2. Morey 0 for 1 here in game 2. Batting .059 on the year. And count now 2-1. Rutgers has left 2 runners aboard in game 2, as has William Paterson, yet they hold the 6-0 lead. And count now at 2-2. Rutgers still looking for their first hit of the ball game, and that's a high fly ball to left for the 3rd out of the inning. So a nice job there by Mackenzie Crow for William Paterson. And we got 4 innings in the books. The score remains 6-0. William Paterson will be back with 5th inning action right after this. Top of the 5th inning. Hobson for Rutgers has been the only pitcher here in game 2. For Rutgers. Hobson in game 2 has given up 5 hits, 2 walks, and has struck out 1. Megan Tinger 0 for 2, batting .394 this season. Low. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch fouled away. Tinger out of Garwood, New Jersey. A 5'9" junior catcher. Transferred from the County College of Morrison Centenary University. And she was a 4-year letter winner at Arthur L. Johnson High School. sports medicine major. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Megan Tinger. Nice job, Megan. Megan looking for her first hit here in game 2. And the sturdy righty takes inside, ball 1. Tinger this year, prior to the start of this doubleheader, was third in batting, 389. With 8 RBIs. And draws the walk there. Tinger now batting 394 as of right now. That'll bring up Lila Guffey. Guffey 1 for 2 with an RBI in game 2. And Guffey squares around a bunt, pulls it back, but it is a called strike. Tinger with a couple of stolen bases in 2026. Haley Bacco leads all Pioneers in that category. Tinger staying close to home on the 0-2 now to Guffey. High, ball 1. Guffey with the bat on that right shoulder. Basically horizontal. A little waggle on the bat. Count now 2-2 to Guffey. Guffey batting 394. "24 runs have been scored by Paterson today." Nice play at third and a strong throw to get Guffey. O'Brien, machine-like over there at the hot corner for the first out of the inning as the runner moves up, now in scoring position. For the new pitcher, Mackenzie Crow at Wayne Valley High School. Inside, that one actually hits the dirt. And that is low. Back in high school, Mackenzie helped Wayne Valley win the division title in her junior year. Count now at 2-1 with one away. Oh, looks like Crow swung at a ball on that offering from Hobson. That'll even the count at 2-2. And the pitch, low, ball 3. Full count now with one away and runner on second. And Hobson deals ball 4. So the second start of the day for Hobson, perhaps showing a bit of fatigue in giving up yet another walk. And Farizi's going to come out to talk things over with the graduate student, Michaela Hobson. Folks, we're going to take a brief timeout and be back with more right after this. A brief discussion in the circle with Hobson. There's one away and a runner on second. And that'll bring up Molly Coco, who takes the strike 0-1. Coco, a junior out of Hanover Park High School in New Jersey. And that one is lined to the shortstop. There's one, and unable to get the throw off was Abreu. But a nice job there by Maddie Hack to get the force at second. Runners on the corners with two away. And swinging at the first pitch is Saravolo. And it looks like she is out at first. Again, a fine play by the new shortstop for Rutgers Newark. That would be Maddie Hack. Folks, we're going to head to the bottom of the fifth inning. It's 6-0, William Paterson. We'll be back with more live on Raider Vision of the Rutgers 2026 home opener from Newark, New Jersey, right after this. And we're back here live, bottom of the fifth inning. Rutgers now at bat. Mackenzie Crow has come in and done a terrific job for the Pioneers. She's gotten 3 flyouts. No, 1 flyout, I should say, 1 ground out. Well, only only pitched that one inning, but it was pretty darn good to go along with the strikeout. Mackenzie Crow is now at 3-0. And that's going to be outside 4 straight pitches as number 26 for the Scarlet Raiders draws the walk to start the 5th inning. How about a little something, Matty Hack? It'll be Farisi now. 24 runs scored by Willie P. today. Farisi took a jab at that one way out of the strike zone. The 0-1 from Crow. Low 1-1. Rutgers still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And they trail 6-0. Crow having some control problems here in the 5th inning. I'm sure she'll settle down as Farisi calls time. Ball 3. Farisi 0 for 1, batting .286. And Farisi flares that one back. Molly Coco weigh in at first. As Riley Nagel cheating in just a little bit over there at third as well. And the full count. Ball 4. So 2 walks in a row relinquished by Crow. And Rutgers has got a little something going here as the first 2 batters now aboard via walks. And that'll bring up the left-handed swinging. Uh-oh. Little discussion now. In the circle. And I believe that is the assistant coach, Vanessa Lenore. Or is that Diana Schreier? Not sure, to be honest. But either way, Crow's going to stay in the ball game, folks. First test for Crow. And a good opportunity here for Jessica Boyce. 0 for 1 today. Looking for her first hit. 6-0. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Crow outside. As Crow continues to struggle to find the strike zone. Boyce primed and ready. And the pitch. Another ball from Crow. And Boyce has got to make her pitch to me. That should be the mentality. I wouldn't be swinging at anything right now. And the 2-0 again outside. And now 3-0. Prior to this ball game, in 10 innings, Mackenzie Crow had given up 11 walks, and she's given up 3 straight right now. And the bases are loaded for the first time today for the Scarlet Raiders. And interestingly enough, some changes are going to be made right now. And Crow is out She looked good in that first appearance. Last inning, looked lights out, and then came back down to earth here in the bottom of the fifth. Folks, we'll be back with the latest changes out on the field, including the new pitcher for William Paterson. That's Aubrey Miller. We'll be back with more right after this. Making her triumphant return is Aubrey Miller, everybody. The sophomore back into the ball game for Willie P. And she starts off with the strike, a swing and a miss from Hobson with the bases loaded. First big real threat of the day for Rutgers. They trail 6-0. That could all change with one swing of the bat. And that's in there for the called strike. Hobson now in the hole at 0-2. Hobson fouls that one away. Hobson, part of the NCAA Division I softball tournament last year as a player at Elon. Michaela saying Division I, Elon helped shape the person I am today. And that pitch is going to send Michaela back to the dugout for the first out of the inning. Well, nice job by Miller. No nerves whatsoever on that first batter for Aubrey Miller. And that'll bring up McManus now for Rutgers inside, ball one. Yeah, back in that Division I tournament in May of last year, it was Elon taking on the University of South Carolina in the regional finals as Elon and Michaela Hobson in the first round of the NCAA's lost to the University of South Carolina and then UVA, the University of Virginia. Down in Charlottesville. What a beautiful school that is. Oh, boy. Great part of the country. What a beautiful campus. My gosh. Different world down in UVA. Certainly a different kind of, not a big city environment. A real big city environment in Charlottesville. Campus very quaint. Anyway, that ball gets past Tinger. And a run will score. And there we have it, everybody. The first run of this afternoon is scored by Maddie Hack. And after that pitch got past number 32, Tinger, that allowed McManus to take first. Bases remain loaded, and it's now 6-1. Ellery Mahoney down 0-1. And the pitch fouled away. Mahoney batting .250 on the year. And that's outside. As Miller wastes one there to make it 1-2. Count now at 2-2. Miller's got the most wins on this Pioneers staff in 2026. With 3. And that's popped up into foul territory. And coming on strong there to make the play. It was a beauty. I like the focus and concentration at a number 16 for William Paterson. That's Molly Coco. Two-way now. Bases loaded for Cardozo. Cardozo swings away at the first pitch, and that will end the inning. The putout made by Capone, but not before Rutgers gets their first run of the afternoon. It's 6-1 as we head to the 6th inning. Paterson with the lead. We'll be back with more live coverage of Rutgers softball on Raider Vision right after this. Top of the 6th inning as the sun begins to set here in Newark, New Jersey, or at least it's creeping behind the buildings that surround Frederick Douglass Field. College buildings surrounding us here in downtown Newark, including the business school and law school. We've got a chancellor and Dr. Tanya Smith-Jackson, who's just been incredible. I got a chance to meet Tanya during basketball season. Dr. Smith-Jackson, very gracious with her time. We do appreciate that. A big sports person in her own right. Coming from a ton of Division I experience on her resume. And we are delighted to have Dr. Tanya Smith-Jackson. We got some new and exciting things going on in the athletic department that we look forward to developing, evolving, and growing as another academic calendar is quickly moving along. April 1st tomorrow, everybody. No joke, it is April 1 tomorrow. Well, the heat and the meat of this softball season upon us. We'll be back here tomorrow with live coverage. Continuing on Raider Vision, and we'll have the first pitch for you tomorrow at approximately 3 p.m. as the madness continues into the month of April, I should say. It'll be a non-conference matchup doubleheader tomorrow versus Cuniac foe Hunter College. And 4 p.m., I'm sorry, first pitch tomorrow. And we're looking forward to that one. But listen, man, we got to take care of business right now. Just trying to tease that game a little bit before we say goodnight. And then being that it's the top of the sixth, we got a little bit of time. Joy Shan now at the dish for Willie P. And Shan takes high, ball one. Hobson's been a warrior here today. Starting game one and pitching this entire game two. She's had some moments of brilliance. In the pitch, swing and a miss. One strikeout here today for Hobson, looking for another. It's the 3-1, and that's popped up. Calling everybody off there was Hobson. I like that. Taking charge out there. Hobson a little bit older than her teammates. Love the leadership shown by the graduate student, Michaela Hobson. One away here in the top of the sixth. That's low and outside. And the pitch. Now that's right over for a called strike. Hobson, a Dean's List student at Elon University. And I want to give a shout out to her mom and dad, Greg and Michelle. Done a great job with your daughter. Greg Hobson, Michaela's dad, played baseball at Northeastern in Boston, Division I school. And the pitch is outside. Michaela said it was a no-brainer coming to Newark for their incredible graduate school program. And took full advantage of her eligibility to get in another year to bring some experience and knowledge and some toughness. She's shown a lot of durability today. And the pitch from Hobson is poked down the third base side by Shortway. Take the long way home, according to a Super Tramp. Shortway with a high fly ball. And the put out. Matty Hack busy with the position switch over there to short. It's two-way now. Well, that'll bring up Capone. And Gianna takes outside. Gianna, the team captain at Toms River East High School. And last year, the Defensive Player of the Year in high school. It was the team MVP in 2024 and a four-year recipient of the Academic Excellence Award. Gianna Capone, rock star. Keep up the good work, Gianna. You've been rocking that yellow ribbon today and the pink gloves. Love the flair. And she backs it up. Ain't nothing about all style here with Capone. A lot of substance with a lot of these student athletes. Don't let it fool you. And that one gets past for easy on the wild pitch from Hobson. And Capone will take full advantage. Oh, two-way, Capone on board for William Paterson. And that'll bring up Haley Bacco, who's had a heck of an afternoon. And Bacco, of course, 2 for 3, batting .304 on the season. 2 hits, 3 RBIs, including a double and a run scored. And the pitch, that's in there for a strike. Oh, getting caught up there nearly was Capone. Capone again playing games on the base path, and it worked. And the pitch low, and that gets past for easy. And Capone, opportunistic. She moves up to third. As Gianna Capone continues to wreak havoc on the base paths. Gangster-like. Capone chomping at the bit to get home. But there will be a little meeting of the minds right now in the circle. Two-way and a count of 3-1. Capone on third. Bacco patiently awaits inside the batter's box, and we're all set. Capone at third, and the pitch, high, ball 4. As Bacco is aboard, drawing the walk. Runners now on the corners here in the top of the 6th inning. Tinger now at the dish for the Pioneers. 0 for 2 in game 2. Gaudy numbers, though, at .394. Oh, and that's a rope in a right field, making the catch. Back, tracking along the way for the final out of the inning. What a beautiful play by the right fielder. Of course, that was number 11, Jessica Boyce. That one was hit on the screws by Tinger. So Hobson hangs in there, and it's 6-1 as we head to the bottom of the sixth inning. We'll be back with more. Rutgers coming on up right after this. And we're back here live at Frederick Douglass Field in Newark, New Jersey, as our doubleheader coverage continues of the season opener for Rutgers softball. It'll be Keelan O'Brien stepping into the box to get things going here in the bottom of the sixth. Rutgers got their work cut out for them. They trail by 5. And Miller deals, and O'Brien with a quick swing. And fouls that one away. I love the bat speed there by O'Brien. Just got to straighten it out, ladies. Rutgers got to get things going here offensively. They've been struggling. And the grounder to short is good for the first out of the inning. Nice job there by the shortstop. Bacco looking smooth as silk. Bacco with 2 putouts and a couple of assists today in game 2. And the 1-0 now to Maury. Big swing. Maury gets a hold of that one. Watch out. Strong cut there by Destiny Maury. Maury, I talked to Destiny before the start of today's festivity. Oh, the off speed. What a nasty pitch from Miller. And Destiny talking about just having each other's backs this year, how this team relies on each other. And Destiny, part of the first recruiting class for Jackie Davis, and has loved every minute of it. And if you weren't with us for game 1, if you're a Rutgers fan, probably not the worst thing, but a long 8-day trip down to Florida for Rutgers. A lot of fun the ladies had. And again, the off speed. And count now 2-2 to Destiny Maury. And inside, count now full. Yeah, buddy. And a blast, there it is, in the gap. Maury That one's going to go to the wall. Morey on her horse. It'll be a stand-up lead-off double for Destiny Morey. What was that? Easy there, Capone. She looked to apply a hard tag to Destiny Morey for no apparent reason. Anyway, I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. But good stuff out of Destiny Morey. She gets her first hit here in game number 2. And a pinch runner will come on for Rutgers. And that's going to be Brooke Hilton. And Jackie Davis reaching into her bag of tricks here, trying to get things going for the Scarlet Raiders. Maddie Hack, the batter. And the pitch fouled away. And that's a beautiful catch in left. That is the defensive gem of the ball game for sure. An absolute spectacular diving catch in left field by Guthrie. And Guthrie definitely saving a run there for sure. And she had a beat on it early. Diving to her right. Spectacular job out in left by Lila Guthrie. And that'll bring up number 55 for the Scarlet Raiders, Janiah Smith. And Janiah Smith out of Neptune, New Jersey. Psych major. And the foul tip is caught. Janiah's parents, Alexis and Sean Conklin, big supporters of their daughter. And Janiah goes down swinging for the third out of the inning. And it is 6-1 after a sixth inning of play. That will bring us to the seventh inning. And we will have more for you live from Newark right after this. It's the top of the 7th now. As Willie P comes up to the plate. And Guthrie, who made that spectacular catch in the bottom of the 6th. Also put in a stellar performance in game 1 in the circle. Barring a last-ditch comeback by Rutgers, Guthrie's certainly one of the heroes here today. And that one's going to get past for easy. Guthrie was the Pocono Record Softball Player of the Year and a first-team All-Eastern Pennsylvania Conference All-Star her senior year at Stroudsburg High School. Winning the Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award. And that one's going to be popped up. Abreu has a beat on it, and it's good for the first out of the inning. And that was just the tip of the iceberg for Guthrie's accomplishments. Well, we shall move on to another accomplished athlete here for the Pioneers. He's now in the circle. Well, actually now in the batter's box, but came back into the ball game here in game 2. It's Aubrey Miller, the sophomore. Aubrey's a transfer out of Lander University. She's got a sister, Haley, who's a big softball player herself at Goldie Beacom College. And Miller, a Dean's List last semester. And she's aboard with a base hit. Hey, we got a Molly Coco sighting, everybody. The left-handed batter takes for the ball. Molly won a state championship in high school as a junior at Hanover Park. Transferred from Stockton University over to Willie P. So a runner aboard here in the top of the 7th. 6-1 the score, and Hobson, who's looking to go the distance here today, has been a workhorse for Jackie Davis. And the 2-1 is high, ball 3. And Hobson deals. And Coco looked to lay down the bunt. It goes foul. And count now full. Well, Coco, the left-handed batter, has a little bit of a shift going for Rutgers defensively. And a swing and a miss. Way out in front of that was Coco. Gorgeous pitch by Hobson for the second out of the inning. As Coco goes down swinging. Coco, beware of Michaela Hobson. And that one's outside to Cervolo. Two-way runner on first. And that ball's outside. Good job by Ferrizzi. Got to give Cervolo the Bat of the Game award. Just as far as the design of the bat. Pretty cool looking. Count now at 2-1. And the lefty Cervolo way in the back of the box. Ferrizzi, excellent job, and the runner goes. Ferrizzi will hold. And they count now at 3-1. And that's popped up. Ferrizzi can't catch up to that one. A good effort, though, by Gabby Ferrizzi, who threw the mask off and gave it a whirl. So we're about 4 hours of change into this afternoon, evening. What is it? Day-night, twilight, doubleheader? I don't know what you call it. Day-night, doubleheader. Day-night, doubleheader. I think that's how it goes. Anyway, Hobson with a walk. And now runners at first and second, which will bring up Joy Shand. Joy Shand was a little shoulder tightness earlier in the ball game. Saw her trying to get the kinks worked out with an athletic trainer here on site. The junior out of Connecticut, Joy Shand. But Mr. Shand, Joy Shand out of Canton, Connecticut. She was captain of Canton High School. And the spring athlete of the year in high school. And also a big track star. And volleyball. So three-sport athlete in high school. Yeah. She was a Connecticut State finalist in 300 meters and the 55 meters as a junior. Impressive. And Jackie Davis now out in the circle talking things over with Hobson, who's really done everything she has been able to do in this one. Shand also William Paterson tennis player. Man, what doesn't this girl do? Young lady, what doesn't this young student athlete do? Of course, we're talking about the super talented Joy Shand. Just an all-around busy young lady. Okay, back to the action we go. Shand takes, and it's 3-0. Runners on second and third, two-way, and the payoff over for a strike. Or the 3-0 over for a strike. And the 3-1 from Hobson is stroked towards left field. Oh! What a catch! My gosh! If you thought Guffey made a play and left, she was just absolutely, I don't know, upstaged? Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. It took me long enough. But boy, oh boy, Maddie Hack with an absolute web gem. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. And that was good for the third out of the inning. Well, I mean, despite some of these lopsided scores today, some great individual softball being played by the likes of Maddie Hack for sure. And what an exciting play indeed. Folks, we're really heading out of the bottom of the seventh inning. Rutgers trails 6-1. One at bat at a time. Let's see what Rutgers can do. We'll be back with more right after this. And we are back here live. Bottom of the seventh, do or die time now for Rutgers. As Miller overpowers Boyce with some high kind of heat. Boyce went after. And Boyce is going to take there for the second strike. And Boyce quickly at 0-2. Got to keep that bat live here. And the pitch, check swing foul. And the 0-2 now as Miller checks the glove. And waste one there. Folks, our coverage of softball continues tomorrow. First pitch slated for 4 p.m. As Hunter College will come in from the Upper East Side of New York City to take on Rutgers Newark. And the one hopper is in there in time for the second out of the inning. A nice play, though, in the field. Again, we've seen some great defensive plays this time. Rising to the occasion. It was Bacco with the one hopper, and she got it out of her glove quickly for the second out of the inning. The first out of the inning. I'm sorry, everybody. Doubleheader. Fatigue setting in, apparently. And the pitch. It's now 1-1 to Abreu. And Abreu fouls that one behind. That'll be low. Count even at 2. Abreu 0 for 1 here in game 2. And that's high And Tinger chased that to the backstop. And the full count pitch is low and inside, and Abreu draws the walk. It'll be Mariah now, here to save the day for Rutgers with a runner aboard as she takes the called strike. If you're just joining us, it was William Paterson taking game one in 5, 18-0. Miller's got a little giddy up here in the 7th inning. 1-1 now the count. Low inside. And that's going to be high, ball 3. And a 3-1, ball 4. Look at this. Rutgers making some noise. Last licks, one away. Runners on first and second. And here comes the sophomore Mahoney. Bit of a discussion now with Miller in the circle. A big opportunity here for Mahoney. And Miller throws one right down the middle. A big cut from Mahoney. Mahoney just standing in there and throwing. Kind of like, just like, hey, saying, Miller, show me what you got. I like this matchup here. Mahoney at 5'8", choking up on the bat. And that one's inside. Oh, no. And now 1-2. I guess that caught the corner. Come on, Mahoney. Dig in. Don't pull that head out. Keep the head down. Oh, she gets a hold of that one. Hit it on the screws, but right to the center fielder for the second out of the inning. All right, Mahoney. I like the way you hit, though. You hit it hard. And that one went right to short weight. Moved a little to her left. It played Mahoney perfectly in center field. So Rutgers now down to their final out. And the off speed in there for the strike as Cardozo, with 2 runners aboard, looking for her first hit of the game. And Cardozo with a base hit to the left. And holding the runner at third is Jackie Davis, as Abreu is aboard at third. Cardozo at first with the base hit. And another conversation in the circle for William Paterson. So it's Mariah at second, Cardozo at first, Abreu at third, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. It's 6-1. And of course, we've got Keelan O'Brien, one of the more powerful threats for the long ball on this Scarlet Raiders team. 0 for 3 here today. And O'Brien with a slow roller, and folks, that should do it. O'Brien grounds out to end the ball game. The final score here in Game 2, William Paterson 6, Rutgers Newark 1. So with that win, William Paterson now improves to 2-2 in conference play, and they are 8-9 overall. Rutgers falls to 1-16, 1-15 overall, 0-4 in the conference. But the Scarlet Raiders will be back at it again tomorrow afternoon here at Frederick Douglass Field. 4 o'clock start slated as Rutgers Newark takes on the Hunter College Hawks from the Kudiak Conference. We'll have all the coverage for you right here on Raider Vision. That's tomorrow, starting at 4 o'clock. Folks, I want to thank you so much for being part of our day here at Rutgers Newark in our 2026 home opener. Hope springs eternal. Let's turn the page and get back at it tomorrow for Jackie Davis and our Scarlet Raiders. We had a lot of fun here, win or lose. We will always have fun at Rutgers Newark. Until then, folks, have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow. And remember, let's go Scarlet Raiders!